How's it going, fellow Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I am the one and only Glenguin. Welcome to the channel. Boys and girls, today we are showcasing our August deck profile for Blue Eyes Chaos Max Ritual deck. So boys and girls, sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, have a cup of tea, enjoy the video, and we're going to showcase the deck profile. We're going to do a couple of test hands today also at the end of the video, so hopefully we'll get something good out of the deck profile with consistency and how combos work with this deck. We'll do the same for Dark Magicians also, so if you do end up liking the video, please smash that like button, subscribe for more epic content, and don't forget to smash that notification bell so you'll never miss an upload from me. So let's get straight into the deck profile. We're going to start with the OG himself. I like to play all different kinds of artwork on this card. Let's zoom in just a tad. We're going to start with Blue Eyes White Dragon. You need him. He is a legendary dragon who is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Only I have faced him and lived to tell the tale. If you have faced him too and you have lived, congratulations, and you definitely need 3 of him in your deck. We are playing a triple alternative dragon. Again, free special summon when you reveal Blue Eyes in your hand. Most of the time you will have Blue Eyes in your hand. Even if you don't, you can always recycle it from graveyard also. You can bounce it back to your hand. You can always have Blue Eyes in your hand or grave at any point. This card is also fantastic. It does pop a face-up monster on the field when it needs to be done. You can't attack the turn that you are actually activating its effect, but it doesn't matter if you are destroying a face-up monster on the field. Then we are playing the main win condition of our deck. We are playing triple Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, Ritual summoned off of Chaos form or Advanced Ritual Art if you are sending a Blue Eyes from your deck to graveyard. This card cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card attacks a defense position monster, you inflict double piercing damage to your opponent. So the win condition of this deck is to play it with the incantations. There is a card called Creature Swap, which we'll showcase in just a moment, and why we are playing Creature Swap, because this deck is for OTKs. We don't really go first. If we do go first, then you can side out a few cards and make a board that you can actually be happy with to end on your first turn. Then I've decided to put Chaos Dragon Levianeer in the deck. Again, you're running so many monsters in the deck that most of them are light monsters, if anything, and most of them will be engraved, so you can always banish 3 light monsters to get another free special summon. It's level 8, it's a fantastic monster, and it will allow you to either special summon from grave in defense, or it will allow you to shuffle your opponent's cards at random from the hand back into the deck, or if it's both light and dark, you can destroy up to 2 cards on the field. That's why I play the card, and I think it's just a great little tech that you can put in. Then we're playing triple Mandra of the 10,000 Hands. Really good when normal or flip summoned. You can add 1 ritual monster or 1 ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Depends on which one you need. If you've got both in your hand, then it doesn't matter. And then we're going to go and play 2 of each incantation monster. So I'm playing 2 Talus Mandra. This one will add your ritual monster. This one, they all have 3 special summons also. You can add a ritual spell off of Candle. It doesn't really matter which one that you bring out. All of these can be special summoned from your hand by revealing 1 ritual spell, 1 Pensive Plume, and these ones are just for adding back your ritual spells or ritual monsters from graveyard. Then we're going to go into our spell cards. We're playing a triple Melody of Awakening Dragon, self-explanatory. You discard your card, add your Blue Eyes cards. Draw power of the deck, we are running triple Trade-In. I feel like it's essential to play in the deck. Discarding a level 8 monster, most of our deck is level 8s, and you can actually draw 2 cards off of that. It's not once per turn either. Sometimes I draw into multiple of these. I'll just discard a Blue Eyes alternative or something, draw 2 cards, and it just helps you delve deeper into your deck. You don't have to play Extravagance. I do play Extravagance. There isn't really a cheaper option for this except if you play Pot of Desires, which banishes 10 cards to draw 2. But I don't really run much in my extra deck. I don't really play my extra deck. It's only if I'm going first and I run into a bit of trouble. So you can always side this out at any time, even that. But again, this is quite an expensive version of the deck. Obviously, you get to draw 2 cards per 6 cards that you banish. Then we're playing a ratio of triple Chaos form, and we're running 2 Advanced Ritual Arts. Nice to have Blue Eyes in the graveyard for Advanced Ritual Art, but you can also banish the Blue Eyes if you need to bring it back and use it off of Chaos form also. I do brick with this card, so I was talking about Creature Swap. I see a lot of players playing 3 of in the deck. I only run 2 purely because I have bricked heavily with this card when I'm shuffling. It's always my shuffle for some reason. If anyone else is shuffling this deck, I seem to get a really good hand, but whenever I do, I get 3 of this in my hand, so I'd rather just play 2. Now the combo, which I'll show you at the very end, is an OTK combo which uses Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon and any incantation monster with this card in your hand. You basically win the duel straight away, and I'll show you how after. To stop your opponent from using hand traps on you, you're playing triple Called by the Grave. We are running 1 Monster Reborn also, and the reason why, and it is an unpopular opinion, that I am not running Return of the Dragon Lords is because when you're going for the OTK, you're expecting to end the duel that quickly. You're not really looking to stop your Blue Eyes Chaos Maxes from being destroyed or anything. You can run Return of the Dragon Lords and Silver's Cry if you need to, but I just feel like it messes with the consistency of this deck, and that is the reason why I'm running the 1 Monster Reborn just in case we need it at any time. And last but not least, for the trap cards, we are only running 2 Solemn Judgments. Self-explanatory, stops everything that your opponent was playing and you're paying half your life points each time. Then we're going to go into our extra deck. Again, we're not really using it, but if you need to, these are the cards that you're going to be playing. We're playing Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. You can overlay into Full Armor Photon Dragon. We are running 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. All of these are all rank 8, so you can get into these with 2 level 8 monsters at any time. Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, 1 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. This is amazing, this card. This stops all spell cards. This is Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. That's probably the main card that I bring out of any of the cards in my extra deck. We're playing 1 number 97 Draglubion. This is good when you have a not ritual summon monster, when you have a link summon monster and then you bring this out, obviously, and then you can activate its effect to special summon another monster from your extra deck off of this effect. Fantastic card. We're playing triple Manju, so it's always nice to have, you know, level 4s on the field to bring out Abyss Dweller to stop your opponent from using their graveyard. Link plays Topologic Trisbana, nice for back row hate. Another OTK condition could be Boral Sword. We have Borreload, 1 Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, one of my favourite new cards that are in Heroes Revenge right now. If you need to pick up one of these copies, at least whilst it's actually quite expensive right now, but hopefully it'll go down in price for all the budget players who would like to pick this card up and play with it. It's a fantastic card. I would fully recommend it in any deck that you play. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, and last but not least, 1 Unicorn to shuffle your opponent's cards into the deck again. It's self-explanatory on the side deck. It's all up to personal preference, of course. Use this deck as a guideline for how you would like to play. But we're going to set the camera up for a combo hand and we'll see what we can get on our shuffles. Hopefully you boys and girls will enjoy the combos that we do run at the end of the videos now. I did upload a Dark Magician deck profile recently for rituals, and I'll do a combo video separately to this one, of course, in the next coming videos. So let me just set the camera up for combos. Okay, so before we go into any of our combo hands that we can actually do with the deck, we're going to start with some test hands just to see what we can do. So you think I'm not cheating, I'm going to cut the deck, so I can't possibly know what cards are going to be on top of the deck. So we're going to start with 1 Melody of Awakening Dragon, 1 Bookstone, 1 Advanced Ritual Art, which is really good, 1 Pensiplume, and 1 Solemn Judgment. So not a bad first hand. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by ritual summoning, we're going to start by special summoning Bookstone, I believe, by revealing 1 ritual spell card, which is Advanced Ritual Art. You get special summon Bookstone, and then we're going into special summon from our deck off its effect a monster, which is Incantation. We're going to pick Talismandra because when it's special summon we get to add a ritual monster from deck to hand. So we're going to bring Blue Eyes Chaos Max. Apologies for the camera. I'm just going to give that a quick shuffle. Set that to the side. Let's zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Let me just zoom that in a bit more. Okay, so you know what cards we've got. We've got 5 cards in hand. And at this rate, you can also activate Pensiplume if you want to bring out more monsters. So you could special summon this card by revealing Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon in your hand. Special summon this card also. Get another special summon, so you'll have 4 monsters on board. So what I'm going to do is just drag that up there a little bit so you can see my field. We're going to bring out also probably Candle, because it allows you to add a ritual spell. So we're going to add a ritual spell also, which will probably be Chaos Form. I'm just giving that a quick shuffle. Sorry about the camera work again. It's not great. So we're going to set Judgment. Doesn't matter. And then you've still got 4 cards in hand. You've got 1 Chaos Form. You've got 1 Advanced Ritual Art. Now, basically at this rate, what I'm going to do is activate Melody. We're actually going to discard the Chaos Form to add 2 dragons. So let's just get the 2 dragons that I need. So it's always with 3,000 more attack and 2,500 or less defense. So you can bring another Chaos Max Dragon if you would like to. I don't personally do that. I'm going to be bringing, obviously, the 1 White Dragon and a 1 alternative. So like your first board is literally a first turn Boral Sword if you want it to be. So what we could do, I'm going to set my deck to the side there. we're going to go and use a link 4. So this is where you do use your extra deck. I'm going to go into Boral Sword first turn. You're always setting up a nice board anyway, so link 4 for Boral Sword up there. And then you can reveal 1 Blue Eyes to special summon. We've done that. To special summon our Blue Eyes alternative. We're going to activate Advanced Ritual Art, and we're going to send a Blue Eyes from deck to grave. We're going to send this Blue Eyes White Dragon. Excuse me for that, I almost knocked the camera. I'm going to have to work on my camera work for this. So that is our board so far. Advanced Ritual Art to send the Blue Eyes, and then you get to bring out 1 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon also. So in your first turn, you've set 1 Judgment, which is over here. You've got a Boral Sword first turn with Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon and a Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. If you don't like that combo either, you could also go into maybe Hope Harbinger if you want to go for an XZ summon with Blue Eyes Chaos Max and Alternative. You could go into Draglubion, which could also bring out a number monster, so you could bring this and point it to Boral Sword, so you actually have more extra deck monsters for your opponent to try and get over. There's so many things that you can do with this deck on that first test hand that I just did, but then we're going to go into a combo with the hand that we have, and I'll show you how good this deck is for OTKing, so just give me one moment please. So basically this is a test hand, and I feel like this is a really good combo that you can do in the game. This is probably the best combo of your deck. This is your win condition of the deck. You need at least to see 1 incantation monster, you need to see any of your ritual spells or ritual monsters, and you always need creature swap in your hand. Called by the Grave is just like another card that you can stop your opponent from hand trapping you, especially Ash Blossom when you are adding or special summoning from deck. So we're going to start by activating Candle in hand to reveal 1 ritual spell, which is Advanced Ritual Art. You're going to special summon the Candle and activate Candle's effect. It really doesn't matter what you bring out, but we're going to bring out Talismandra. I always bring out Talismandra with Candle. It's just because you get the add also. You get to add a ritual monster off of Talismandra. So we're just going to add our Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, if I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? There's another one. So it doesn't really matter at this point. You pretty much win the duel if you're going second. This is more for the OTK. This is always for going second. So I showed you the first test hand for going first when you can set up a really nice board, and that was literally by pure chance that we actually got that board that we did. But this is for going second, and this is you winning in the duel. So incantation monsters all have a defense of 0. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon does double piercing damage when it attacks a defense position monster. So if you attack an incantation monster, you deal 8,000 damage. So how are we going to execute this? I'll show you right now. We're going to activate Advanced Ritual Art by sending Blue Eyes from deck to graveyard. So it doesn't really matter as long as it's level 8. There you go, I sent a Blue Eyes from deck to grave. We're going to Ritual Summon our Blue Eyes Chaos Max. Now, we're going to activate Creature Swap. So basically what Creature Swap does, if your opponent controls a monster, and so do you both choose 1 monster each, you switch control of the monsters. So you see where this is going? I'm going to give my opponent my Candle monster, which will be on their side of the field. They're going to give me their monster, let's just say they give me a Boral Sword. Doesn't really matter at this point. They give me a monster also off of Creature Swap, so just read the card just to make sure, hopefully that you can see this. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. It's a little bit glary, so if you need to read that, pause the video. And then basically, because your opponent has control of the incantation, you just go straight to battle phase, and Blue Eyes Chaos Max will do 8,000 damage, ending the duel straight away. So that is basically the best combo that you can do in the deck. There is so much you can do. It depends on the plays that you are making. It depends on what you're facing against your opponent. But those are just a couple of combos that you can learn in the deck. So boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you found it somewhat informative. And I'll see you all in the next one. Glengwin is signing out. Have a good day, everyone.